We're actually
Anyway, here we go.
We're starting on Green Hill Zone. Yeah, can you?
Oh, okay. All right, so I am joined here by Machiavelli,
ladies and gentlemen.
someone who actually knows about PM instead of just Smash Bros in general.
Hello. So this is losers quarters. It's very sad considering these teams are really good, and you hate to see good teams have to play 2s out of 3s. Axe is going Pikachu.
Yep. He's been doing that all day. I guess he just wants to keep it warmed up so that when it really comes time to do or die, that he's got that.
Yeah, his Falco is beautiful, and his Marth is equally so.
Yeah.
But like Pikachu has that surprise factor that neither of the others do, which makes him such a useful pick.
It's not really that much of a surprise to AZ players anymore, but it's something that we still don't know how to deal with. One thing that might have influenced his decision is that in Vegas recently, he did his best against Westballs in PM when he played Pikachu.
Yeah.
He started out trying to play Marth because he thought that his Marth was a better choice in PM. Oh my goodness. That Tagless Kyle almost got ushered off the stage in ridiculous fashion.
All right, so
I'm saying that Tagless Kyle is going to be the linchpin here. If he can stand his ground and keep his stocks, blue team has got this in the bag.
I think it's going to be K9. I think the whole like whether which team is going to win or not it rests on K9 because he plays Fox, so like one of the most volatile characters in the game. If he's not feeling on points and he gets gimped a lot, or his SDs or his tech skill isn't on point and he gets grabbed a lot, it's going to make it so much harder because his stocks, his cumulative team stocks are going to drain so fast. That's the hard part about playing spaces.
And K9 isn't particularly known for his Fox, I would say.
He's known for his Meta Knight, but he's been like playing them mostly Fox. If he loses, he will probably switch to Meta Knight. There's a good chance of that.
I haven't seen him play Meta Knight yet today, and he has lost a set today. But we'll see if he decides to change his mind here.
Yeah. Like
did they nerf Meta Knight recently?
In 3.5, yes.
Okay, yeah.
Most characters got nerfed. It was in 3.02, the general feeling was that all the characters are so powerful because in design they followed this mindset of like, oh, just make them as strong as the top tiers, you know, Fox and the like. So all the characters ended up having these really potent moves and these really like potent strategies that sort of like discovered themselves because of how good they were. And so it tended to feel like you were fighting the character more than you were fighting the player in 3.02.
Yeah.
So as a global like design change, characters were brought down to a lower power level. Even though 3.02 was like pretty balanced power level throughout the whole cast, 3.5 sort of brought everyone down a few steps.
All right.
And I like it. It feels more like you're fighting the player than the character.
Yeah, I like that. I like that design decision.
Yeah, things like recoveries require some ingenuity and resource saving to use. All right, this should be over. This is 4 stocks, despite being high percent. This is not really something to come back from. All right, that was good.
I'm not saying that I distrust Neon's 2v1, but 4 stocks versus 1, where one of them is one of the best singles players in the world.
Yeah. Do you have that set on widescreen? Just on this screen? Okay, good. Yeah. That's like my biggest pet peeve. Yeah, there we go. All right, good. So, I'm not sure what stages I'm going to expect people to end up on. Probably Smashville, if it's open. I'd expect Neon and K9 to go there. And just because it's like at least K9's favorite level, and I'd assume Neon feels okay with it.
Yeah. They tend to just want to go to the simple stages that they know very, very well.
Yeah.
And
they're not about like character counterpicking as much as they are about like just picking their favorite level, which is like it's an equally like legitimate way to counterpick.
Pokemon Stadium 2, big surprise.
Yeah.
We get to see the big Arizona Stadium logo. I think part of the reason they do this also is that they want to get reads on their opponents without the stage being a factor in those. They want to see what people are going to do and then learn from that.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so here we see K9 switching to Meta Knight. Despite him being a fast faller, he's still like fundamentally less volatile than Fox is. So I'm curious to see how well he does, because he still does pretty well with Meta Knight. In the games that I've seen him play, he seems to do equally well.
Honestly, I I think his Meta Knight is way stronger than his Fox is. His Fox in Melee probably wouldn't even be top 20 in Arizona.
You think so?
Yeah. Now, that said, I haven't seen it in a little while, but as of last I saw it, I think that's the case. I think there are that many better players.
He's been playing a lot of Melee, I think, mostly focusing on Smash 4. But he says, I think he said that after Evo, he's going to play Melee and Smash 4 like all the time. All right, so that's a good Nair. Nair is like a catch-all kind of recovery edge guard option for Meta Knight. It's really good for just catching people out of their recoveries because it doesn't require as much timing as his other moves, because it lingers quite a bit. And even the lingering hitbox is enough to kill a lot of fast followers.
He also loves using that Nair for offstage gimps.
Everyone's dying off the top one after another. They're sort of chaining it together like leapfrog or something.
If Tagless Kyle can keep that stock, then that's where they're going to get their lead from.
Yeah, this is essentially an even game, but the longer Tagless Kyle holds onto that stock, it's going to slip further away.
Yeah. All right, it looks like they haven't quite gotten rid of Kyle, and Axe is able to get back as well.
All right.
So it is a group edgeguard situation, so if they can, okay.
Yeah,
Axe got away. What they needed to do there was take advantage of Kyle being gone to double team Axe and maybe get another stock off.
Yeah, Kyle ended up not recovering. I'm not sure if he was able to. I feel like he might have, but maybe he was missing a jump and that's why he didn't try.
Axe has got Neon off stage, and with Neon's nerfed recovery, that's dead Lucas. So then they get a brief 2v1 on K9, which does not bode well for them.
Yeah. Okay, so this could be the very last game since it's winner's quarters. Unlike the top of the title says, it's winner's quarters and blue team is already up a game.
Isn't this, oh no, it's winner's semis that's best of 5.
Oh, this is loser's quarters, my bad.
Loser's quarters.
I misspoke again.
I think loser's quarters is like in the same line with winner's semis. I'm not sure if this is going to be 2 or 3 or best of 5. But this is not doubles winners finals, so let me go and edit that for you guys. Oh. Okay, you said it was losers quarters?
Yes, doubles losers quarters. All right, so here we have a 1v1. No, wait, this is a 2v. Sorry, I couldn't see part of the screen. This should be just very clearly a game. And up next, I believe it's, let's see, what team? Okay, so we're seeing Shane and Risner versus Tagless Kyle and Axe in losers semis. The winner of that, yeah, it's losers quarters. Okay.
So it is best of 5?
Apparently.
It looks like they're still staying down.
I guess
yeah.
they have a gentleman's agreement or something.
I mean, we had this whole issue with gentleman's agreements at a prior tournament where
Really?
Mewtwo King tried to gentleman's agreement to a best of 5 set when it was slowing the tournament down, and so the TO said no, only the best of 3 counts. That changed the result of the set, and there was a huge hullabaloo about it in TOing circles.
Is somewhat infamous, being known for he's known for sort of trying to stretch the rules. He really pushes to the boundaries of the rules.
So whenever there's a big rules controversy that comes up, it's very frequent to see Mewtwo King behind it.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm not sure what stage they're going to go to.
Yeah.
I'd imagine PS2 or...
Something.
Honestly, when I'm behind 2 games like this, I try something crazy. You know? Do something that you wouldn't really expect to work.
I would think something along the lines of like Green Hill Zone. Something where they can just get really quick kills off the top and sides.
I don't know. Anyway.
Whenever I feel like I am somewhat outmatched by one or both of the players, I would say just one in this case, with Axe, I try to take the game to the most volatile stage I can possibly bring
like
it to.
WarioWare.
Yeah, somewhere where...
WarioWare, someone's getting destroyed. It could be you, could be them. It's whoever's... Usually,
whoever was unlucky enough to be in that wrong place at the wrong time.
You have to have very good tech skill, because mistakes cost a lot more on a stage like that.
As it is, though, they went back to Pokemon Stadium 2, their standard fall back. It looks like, based on the amount of thought that went into the stage selection process, maybe they were just talking about how to play the matchup instead of what stage they wanted to go to.
All right, so this is actually looking a lot better than it was last time. They just needed it up really fast. That was expert. That was amazing.
It is a 3-stock match now.
Yeah, well done. And we are starting game 3. 3-stock, 7 minutes.
And now, I like the decision to put Neon's Lucas on Axe's Pikachu, because in past sets, Neon has actually beaten Axe's Pikachu in singles.
That's impressive.
It's something that, I mean, now with Lucas nerfed, maybe it's not going to go quite as well, but Axe has trouble dealing with Lucas stuff. Like just the standard Lucas combos that Neon is known for.
K9 switched back to Fox, I forgot to mention. Tagless Kyle, tell me a bit about him, because I don't really recognize him. I've heard about him.
So Tagless Kyle comes to us from Louisiana. That's where he moved from. He was power ranked there. It got to the point where like he was beating people hard, and he decided he wanted to learn a Roy so that he could go in tournaments and still beat people up with a Roy. He's very, very solid fundamentally. He's not quite as technical. Like, I would say I am more technical than he is, and definitely Ty and other Marths in Arizona have more technique than he does.
No, when you say technical, there's two ways of looking at it. It's either technical consistency, like being able to hit the button that you want when you want, and then like sort of like
he's more consistent.
Power, which is
yeah, he's more consistent than he has tech power, but he's still even then somewhat inconsistent. Like there, you saw him miss a
Waveland.
I saw
him miss an L cancel. But he seems like a smart player. I mean, getting this far.
Yeah, what makes him really good is his patience and his very smart spacing. He just knows what moves to put in the place to cover what he needs to. All right, so Tagless Kyle is down to his last stock, and Axe is actually at very high percent right now.
Yeah, Axe needs to stay safe.
But see, Kyle did a very good job right there of walling out red team so they couldn't get to Axe.
Yeah. In a situation like this, if I were Tagless Kyle, I'd be paying a lot of attention to watching Axe, because if he gets grabbed by like Lucas or Fox, I want to run in there, and it doesn't matter what move I use, I want to interrupt him, because anything's better than getting like up throw, up air.
Yeah, Tagless Kyle put in so much work that stock.
Wow.
Like, if blue team comes through, it is because of what Tagless Kyle just did on that stock. Red team could not get to Axe. They were throwing themselves at Tagless Kyle, and he just kept swatting them away. He brought his Falchion fly swatter. I can't speak. That's my controller. Okay.
All right, so that's 3-0. And next we're probably going to end up seeing... let me edit this real quick. We're going to be seeing Risner and SS, the so famous Olimar. How do I get out of here?
Just click outside. No, just click on the...
All right, it happened.
Like, right there.
Okay.
Okay.
So... Yeah. We're getting asked some,
a little bit.
Screen quality questions. If anyone is worried about like it being too pixelated, we turned the flicker on, so now it should probably be a little less pixelated than it was before. How do you spell Risner?
R-I-Z-N-E-R.
All I could think of is 9 Inch Nails when I see that name.
I'm not familiar with the reference.
Because like the 9 Inch Nails is like this solo band, and the main guy behind it is like Trent Reznor or something like that.
Oh, I see.
It's very similar. SS. I'm not sure if he has any prefixes that he needs on this. AZHP,
I believe he has
SS or something.
SFA, yeah.
What does that mean? Good. All right. It's a mystery.
Falchion?
Yeah,
Falchion.
I always pronounced it Falchion.
Yeah,
that's... My
that's...
friend Tanner pronounces it Falchion.
Falchion just sounds cooler to me.
I'm not sure why I end up pronouncing it Falchion. I think Falchion sounds cool.
Yeah.
Falchion sounds hard to pronounce.
Yeah. Plus, it's like, it's a falcon, but I guess there's the sense of like Pantheon or something like that to it as well. It's like two very glorious military connotations.
Yeah, it's fun combining words. You end up making like Pokemon and stuff.
Yeah.
Like my job is I teach at an after-school program. I teach kids about science, and I have to make up a professor name because I'm teaching a little kid